It is time to finally build that God Squad. Stay frosty and head to buymaddencoins.com for the cheapest, fastest, and most reliable MUT coins on the market. I'll even help you shave off a few bucks. Use code DIRECTOR at checkout for 20% off. Hey Yoda brothers, what's up? It's the Director. Madden Ultimate Team fans, how you guys holding up? I know it's been kind of a long span of time since we've had, a promo that really fits the timing of what our teams need as far as God Squads. I think it's been all the way back since the Color Rush promo, okay? So it's been like a month since we've seen a pretty decent promo in this game, but we do have some content to kind of look over today. So before we get started, if you guys want to hit that like and sub button, if you do enjoy this content, small amount of time you guys take to hit the like, sub, bell notification helps out a lot. Let's get into what's going on tomorrow, okay? So I'm sure you guys noticed by the title, we do have an Adrian Peterson coming tomorrow, as well as 2 other golden tickets. I think it's kind of been confirmed who we're getting as well. Pretty sure it's going to be Brian Burns and Mohamed Sanu quarterback. So I think that's based on what MUT Leaks has shown us. Those should be the 3 golden tickets tomorrow. This Adrian Peterson looks really decent. 97 speed, 99 break tackle. Unfortunately, the big thing that everybody wants to see on halfbacks right now is going to be 99 agility, so you can get that, human joystick on these cards. It's just not going to happen with Adrian Peterson. So he'll be pretty good. He'll be pretty cool. But without human joystick, he's going to be left in the wake of like Barry Sanders, who's much, much cheaper, and then even a Bo Jackson. Okay, so Bo Jackson, is going to be the best golden ticket halfback in this promo by far, and I don't think that Adrian Peterson is going to threaten him in any way like that. So I don't know what the prices are going to look like tomorrow. It should be interesting. I think this is going to probably be the weakest batch of golden tickets we're going to see this year. So I don't know what the prices are going to look like, man. It should be interesting. The first day, I wouldn't be surprised if Adrian Peterson's going for around 2 million coins. That's kind of what we saw with Trey Edmonds, the halfback for the Steelers. Interesting, but I do think Adrian Peterson's much better than Trey Edmonds. At the same time, though, I want some content, man. I'm ready for some content. I think a lot of people are ready for some content. That's kind of the second subject of this video I want to talk with you guys about today. Where the heck are position heroes? Now, to be fair, last year we got this promo around, May 14th. So literally tomorrow, last year is when we got this promo, all right? But I think the reason that a lot of us are feeling like nothing's been going on in Madden Ultimate Team these past couple of weeks is because of the actual content we have gotten. The rookies were, I think, the first batch pretty good. The problem was we didn't have power-ups, we didn't have physical chems on the cards, so it was really kind of hard to add these to our God Squads. The relevancy and the timing of what we need, I don't feel like the NFL, the rookies, met those requirements for our God Squads at least. So I think the next thing to look forward to are the position heroes. And the big thing that we had last year, too, that kind of helped things flow a little bit better was the rookies. I think we got the round 2 fairly soon after we got the first batch of the first round. Okay, the first rounder guy is always between 99 and 95, I think, like that. And that's not bad, okay? And then I think immediately after that, we got the second round guys and beyond that were the 90s to 94s. And that happened, I think, pretty much the same weekend, if I remember. Maybe it was a couple of days later, like Monday or something like that. The following week after that, we ended up getting Series 7. Now, Series 7, had its own grind, it had its own masters, and that's kind of helped fill that gap in between, the NFL draft and position heroes. Now, this year, I get it. There's things going on that may tamper, with the timing that you're allowed to work on, certain content. I get it. I'm sympathetic to it. I understand it. But we do not have a Series 7 this year. That's why I feel like they used the round 2 guys to fill that week in between so they can buy themselves some time for position heroes. Nonetheless, it does feel like a long time since we've gotten a pretty good promo. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of scroll through these while I kind of give you guys my thoughts. As I'm doing this, leave your comments in the comment section below of who you would want to see out of these players actually get a position hero. And if I didn't make card art for them, let me know in the comment section too of who you would want to see. Okay. So Madden Ultimate Team right now, we are in a stage where things are slowing down a little bit. And this is something that I do talk about quite a bit in my videos. I want Madden 20 to be able to stay firm in its content and its engagement. I get that we've been playing it for a long time, and some people, opt out at this time of year, so maybe not a lot of content gets created because of that. But I think the people, those of us that stick around, we should be able to enjoy new content and help us fill that gap between Madden 20, Madden 21. And really what it's filling is that gap between, the NFL season of 2019 to 2020. We have this addiction to football that we're trying to fill with Madden. And having consistent content, engaging content is something that can help with that quite a bit. Okay, so Position Heroes, in my opinion, again, the next big promo that we should be seeing that does help fill that gap. Now, the problem is Position Heroes, I feel like last year they split up in a couple of different sections. I think they split the offense and the defense. So it was a more than 1 week promo, which I'm really hoping they don't do this year. I think we really need content, and I think to drop it all at the same time would be a very good move. All right. The other thing is that with the lack of content that we've seen the last couple of weeks that's engaging, the kind of content that we want to fill our teams, I feel like we need a reason to play with these cards. You know what I mean? House Rules was a huge thing last year that really helped keep players engaged. Definitely the casual fun from it, I think, carried a lot of people into the off season, carried a lot of people into MUT season, that season between the 2 games. Okay, and the rewards were a big part of it, the engagement was a big part of it, and the fun, the casual fun, I think, is the biggest thing I want to iterate from this. The casual fun from House Rules is what kept Madden kind of fresh for me last year, and that's something I would like to see very consistent. Because you guys take a look at these cards, they reflect the kind of players that you grind for all year, be it through solos, no money spent guys. You either invest a lot of time or a lot of money in Madden Ultimate Team. And if you don't have a way to enjoy them, really, what's the point? You know what I mean? If I've got this team that I've spent the entire year grinding for, assembling, spending money, time, and effort on, and I don't feel like playing with that team, it seems a little bit counterproductive. And a lot of people will say, well, why don't you just go into head-to-head, to go into seasons or something like that, enjoy it that way. It's because the meta has really kind of taken over. I played these last couple of days, and it's become pretty repetitive in the way that games shape out. You got your opening drive with Randy Moss, you've got your blitzes, you've got your runs and your stretches and stuff like that. It feels like the same thing over and over. House Rules really takes that out of the equations. You guys remember that House Rules a couple of weeks ago, where they limited the amount of times you can use a certain play. I've been pushing for that to be maybe a permanent mode in Madden Ultimate Team, because there are days that I come into Madden Ultimate Team and I'm like, listen, I'm competitive. I want to go on head to head and squash some people, really flex, really test my knowledge of the game, my skills in the game, and be competitive. And I would say that's maybe 25% of the time, 20% of the time at the least. The other 75% of the time, I really just want to sit back, kick back, and have some fun with the team that I've assembled. And a mode like House Rules really allows you to do something like that. So I think that's what Madden really needs right now. 1, I think we need content, big time. 2, I think we need a mode that keeps us engaged in the game, in the longevity. It needs to be something consistent, something weekly, something that's always in the game, that gives us the incentive to take these cards and use them into head-to-head. Gives us the incentive to upgrade the cards using existing content that we have in the game right now. If we had House Rules in the game right now, I think I would be more inclined to go pick up more cards, fiddle around things. I've been doing that, but just not having as much fun with it. I fiddled around with, Lamar Jackson. I've used Tua Tagovailoa. I've taken him into head-to-head, kind of using content that we already have in the game. But once I get into head-to-head, I feel a little bit discouraged, because it feels, again, new players, same game. New players, same result. Same, drive, same plays. And if I had, a bit of a variety, through something like House Rules, then I would feel more inclined to go pick up new players and add new experiences, because it's a big mode, guys. We have a lot of cards in the game that right now are usable. But what really is the point, if you're going into head-to-head and you're playing the same game over and over and over? So House Rules would be really big. The final thing I wanted to mention was a big thing that Madden can do, that EA can do to help keep the game fresh right now, is something that we've been hinting at for the last couple of weeks, and that's going to be a free golden ticket. I think Kralo mentioned something like that this morning, saying about how he likes to see cards accessible to everybody. The price point of these cards really, tamper who can actually use these cards. I'm a YouTuber, and I bought Josh Allen last week, guys. I did. I went into head-to-head, had a little bit of fun with him, but then I kind of realized that I'm pretty much the same with or without the golden ticket. My experience is pretty much the same with or without the golden ticket. The only thing that kind of changed is that I felt bad for spending a majority of my coins on a player that, you know, he was fun, but in my opinion, not very worth it. You know, now I'm kind of limited to what I can do with the rest of my team. If we were to get, let's say, a solo sequence, or let's say that the journey, you know, set resulted in a free NAT golden ticket, then I think that would spruce up the game for a lot of people. Not a lot of people have used these golden tickets. Most people cannot afford them. If we got a free NAT one out of a solo sequence or even the journey set, that's going to freshen up the game for a lot of people. Even if it's in the short term of maybe 2 to 3 weeks, having a golden ticket on your team is going to give you incentive to play the game. And playing the game gives you incentive to tinker around with your team and engage. Especially if we have something like house rules that we could take a golden ticket into, have some fun. I want to see Madden Ultimate Team stay fun until Madden 21. So those are my thoughts, guys. What do you guys think in the comment section below? When are we going to see position heroes? Which ones do you want to see? Especially if I didn't make card art for one of these guys, let me know who that would be in the comment section below. And do you think we're going to get a free golden ticket? I really hope we do. I know this video was a little bit different. I just feel it's important for me to voice my opinions. I don't want to be critical. I want to be constructive. So my criticism is very constructive criticism. I want to see the game be good. I want to help the game any way I can. If the only way I can is by, you know, expressing my voice to you guys, you know, the community that we have here in Madden Ultimate Team, then that's what I'm going to do. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit us up with a like and sub. Really appreciate your guys' time. We'll see you next time. And as always, stay frosty.